Hello and welcome back to the cronecast at the Rising Moon. My name is Elaine, and on this channel I do weekly and monthly energy reads with candle magic assistance. I do divine and spirit guide message reads with candle magic assistance or pendulum assistance. I do yes and no tarot. I do predictive tarot. I do energy read tarot. But today I have for you a change. This is going to be the weekly spirit guide and divine message read. I've decided to switch from doing weekly energy reads to doing this simply because during the last weekly energy read that I filmed, it turned into a spirit guide read. So it seemed like I should probably take the hint. This is for the date range of May 31st through June 6th, 2020. This is going to be the divine and spirit guide message read in 4 groups. I have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4. All the timestamps will be in the description box down below, and each area has a different focus for the week. So each candle is anointed with a different conjure oil. I will go over that at the time of the readings. I don't like it to influence your decision when picking a pile. I'll be drawing the cards live, except for some oracle cards that I've pre-selected. And there's going to be an insert in a moment to help you pick your pile. The way you do that is whichever deck calls out to you. That's the pile for you this week. You feel free to pick more than one pile. Each pile has a different focus in a particular area of life with a particular goal. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you at the time of your reading. Hello and welcome back. If you chose pile number 1, then this is your candle, this is your reading. Your candle was anointed with the conjure oil for wishing oil. This is about getting what you want and how to do it. Let's see what your spirit guides have to say about that. The reason I switched to this particular format is, again, I just kind of lost control of a read I was doing, and it turned into a twin flame separation reading for the last weekly energy read. So I decided to take the hint and start doing it a little differently and seeing what spirit guides would like to say to people in different areas of their life. I have 4 different types of oracles here. I have the quantum oracle, and it has planning and action. It has transformation. It has hidden motivations. Always be a little bit careful about this. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspects of my mind. The Enchanted Map Oracle is Magic Stream. Oh, I love this card. This is about wishing oil, manifestation. That is awesome. And encouragement. This is telling you are on the right path. I just had this card in a daily draw earlier today. It is about the universe telling you you are not alone. Hidden motivations. Be careful. Be careful with that. The Sacred Traveler Oracle is embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. Stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. Passion and pleasure. Savor your life. Well, those are all awesome, awesome messages. If I need any clarification on any of those, I will draw them. But I am going to go ahead and I'm going to ask what we need to know from Spirit, from the Divine, from anybody. By the way, I figured out that my collective is essentially the empath collective. And does that mean that other people's collectives that are not empathic people? No, that's not what that means. It just means that empaths are particularly drawn to me. I think all readers have their own community that is drawn to them. And that appears to be mine. And I'm fine with that. I am very empathic myself, but we do, as empaths, we have a tendency to absorb the energy of people around us and the moods and the feelings. And so we can have particular challenges. All right, so let's see what we need to know for the week of May 31st through June 6th. What do we need to know here? What do we need to know here? I'm going to shuffle. There we go. All right. Devil in the Upright is the foundational card. That can be the past of a situation. It can be a relationship that was not serving you. This is a Light Seers deck that I'm having trouble holding in even one hand. We have the 10 of Cups in reverse in the recent past. You have been struggling with some anxiety and depression issues. Also a feeling of a lack of contentment. You're not getting, you need to rest adequately. How's your sleep? Okay, let's shuffle 3 more times. I'm going to put it down and cut. 1 and 2 and 3. Temptation. Okay, let me see what I have to say for you guys. I've been doing this on my live stream The moon, the sun, balance. 9 of Swords in reverse, Lovers in the upright. 3 of Wands in the upright. I have the 5 of Cups in reverse. This is taking a good turn. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. With the Empress in reverse. 10 of Wands in reverse. I have the Strength card in the upright. I have the Hanged Man, and then I have the 5 of Pentacles with the Star in the upright. Okay, let's get talking about this. This is a card of deprivation, but there is hope. So, we have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. You, in trying to make happen what you would wish for, have been taking a lot of initiative, and you don't feel like it's working out at the moment. However, you really are. You're employing what you need to. You have good balance in your energetic strategy. In the past, you have been suffering from what looks like some anxiety and depression issues, likely brought about by a situation that you feel you could not change. You've been confused, but you're trying to go more towards the energy of enthusiasm, passion, interest. You're trying to make happen what you would want. 9 of Swords in reverse with the 4 of Swords in the upright. This is a call to make sure that you're concentrating, focusing your energies on that which you can do. Let go of disappointments. Let go of what you might term failures. Remember, our failures contain our biggest lessons. As you head into the week of the 31st through the 6th, know that things are going to be going in your direction. There is an increase in your ability to impact your reality. The Lovers in the upright, this is the Gemini card. We are in Gemini season. That is the external influence. It may be as simple as that, but for some people, you have a relationship that has previously injured you in the past. There's going to be an opportunity to address some of the issues that you were left with. And then again, for other people, you have the start of something new with that Sun card. Things are getting, this might be in the exact same relationship, by the way. Oh, hooray. First week of June, we've got some people who have people returning to them. There's going to be an opening up of possibilities, and you are going to be, that which you have lost is returning to you. There is some instability left again in the world. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 10 of Cups in reverse too. The Empress in reverse. Okay, so this is that depressive energy that empaths can be so susceptible to. It has a tendency to hit quite frequently in the middle of the week. And the reason being is that the more you mix with other people, particularly in a business world, the more you take on their anxieties, their apprehensions. It is something that is impacting you. Do not forget to shield, particularly Wishing Oil group. That is going to be very, very important to you. And how do you shield? Well, you envision yourself with white light coming down in a column through you, down into the earth, roots growing out of the bottom of your feet, but you're filled with white light. You can feel it all the way out into your fingertips, and then you push it out into a bubble around you. You can have it encase you below and above. You can put your whole room in it. You can push it out towards other people. That's shielding. Envision the divine light surrounding you. That's the way to combat this particular energy. It will relieve your stress. You are exceptionally strong. This is the card of overcoming. You are able to overcome. You kind of forget that when you're around too many other people and you're absorbing their, I'm not going to say they're negative energies, but you're very susceptible to low vibrations if you're not shielded properly. That's part of what has happened. Take a new perspective with that. Learn the lessons. Over the lockdown, in particular, group number 1, you have been trying to go towards learning some lessons about how you function best in this world. What's the thing that will bring to you what you want? In the first week of June, you're going to have an opportunity to employ those lessons, but it's not going to be instantaneous. Don't let that discourage you. First of all, you're going to have an increase in a feeling of inclusion with others. There is a community available to you. You have been trying to find a person, a group of friends, people who are sharing the same desires and goals with you. And you've been trying to find a lucrative place within that field, something that you feel like you can dedicate your efforts towards, and it will continue to serve you. There's progress in the first week of June towards the end of that week. You will be given, it looks to me, this is not going to hold true for everybody because it is a general energy read and it quite simply can't. I've got multiple people who are going to have offers coming into them as you head into the back of that week. So look for the 5th and the 6th to start bringing something to you. Check your messages, check your phones. There is something, it is an offer. In one case, it is from a friend about something to do that weekend. You should accept that invitation. It will continue to raise your vibe. Somebody else is waiting to hear from an old relationship. That is coming on, again, Thursday or Friday of that week as well. I don't know that there's a reunion vibe yet, but it is something coming back to you. It's not all a bed of roses between the 31st and the 6th. You're going to receive final word on something you had been hoping for. It is going to be a slight disappointment. Let it go. It was for the best. Your ability to see forward is developing. You are honing those skills. Try the form of meditation that is correct for you. And that means that you can do open-eyed meditation, something that's very active. Not everybody likes to sit still and meditate. I don't. I have to do it while listening to headphones as I walk my dogs, as I go to sleep. I am not good with that. The only thing that you're going to be encountering is, again, there's a lot of negativity somewhere in that Wednesday group area. It happens to a group particularly of empaths. Something about that midweek energy is really difficult to overcome. You're going to be encountering somebody who's very discouraging to you. And again, this can't hold true for everybody, but the reason they're discouraging you is that they're exceptionally unhappy in their own life and they're kind of taking it out on you. If somebody is trying to kind of flatten your dreams in that part, just again, shield. Go towards something fun on the weekend. I do have multiple people who will have invitations coming to them. Don't hesitate to form new friendships as well. For the group that is waiting for word for what you've been wishing for is a return of somebody that you care deeply about. It is not happening yet, but you're going to start getting towards it. There's movement in that area. Don't expect everything to be instantaneous. You are not alone. Magic stream. There's a bunch of people who've been manifesting things. You're going to start seeing the proof of that somewhere around June 4th. June 4th is going to, again, this can't hold true for everybody. There are communications on the night of the 4th that are particularly important to something that you're trying to achieve. You're going to be tempted to put something off on that Wednesday as well. Try not to. Even though you have that hidden motivations card, there's somebody who, and I'm not going to say they're pretending to be on your side. It's not that sinister. But they have their own stuff going on. They're working from their own agenda on something. That devil energy as well. There is somebody in your life who it's not that they take enjoyment exactly, financial constraints, that's that 5 of Pentacles as well. Try not to worry too much about this. This is energy that I hope will be straightening out soon. Let's see if I can get some more. Can I get something more on that, please? Just getting some energy cards as well. There's something about the 4th, 5th, and 6th that's just, it's nagging at me. I think that there are arrangements you need to make. I have deceit. Gosh darn it. Angel of Strength. Adjacent possibilities. Rest and rejuvenation. That is the 4 of Swords. Indecision. Yin Yang. I want one more. Door to personal healing and happiness. Financial constraints with deceit. Make sure you're getting the full story on something. Somebody's trying to limit what you can do. They're not telling you the truth. The deceit card is difficult. Hidden motivations was in that first group too. Be aware, be aware. 31st through the 6th, somebody is up to something in your life and they're trying to keep you from achieving what you want. And it may not be malicious. The indecision card. Be strong in your choices. Know that you are guided from within. That Four of Swords card, that is about receiving messages as well. You're on the right path. You're so close to getting what you want. I don't know who that person is in your life who's trying to... I'm going to go with take away your power. It's that Devil card. It's a relationship. You have more than one past relationship that is impacting your life right now. You have somebody who's a naysayer. For some people, it's going to be a family member who tries to discourage you, tries to tell you that what you believe in, what you're hoping for is not possible or not real. It has to do with their own unhappiness. Let it wash off of you. Let it wash off of you and then continue on. And don't put off what you were trying to do because this person has been trying to be discouraging for, and they may not even be aware. They really may not even be aware. I do not like that financial constraints and deceits though. It is possible somebody is lying to you about how much money is available to you, how much worth you have, how much something you're doing is worth. That's it. How much something you're doing is worth. If people are trying to undercut your value, do not allow them to. Know that they are working from an agenda that does not serve your needs, your path, or your trajectory. You're going to be able to handle that pretty easily. Awen, 3 rays of light, balancing male and female energies, peace and harmony, the yin yang that was there as well. Make sure you're balancing out. Allow the best, you shouldn't let your head or your heart rule. The best is a compromise. Consider things from your emotional wellness and then also examine them just for the cold hard facts. I don't like that deceit energy. Healing, true healing of the body, mind, and soul. I'm taking one more. Water. Work with the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement. Hey, if you can get down to any type of running water, wishing group, you're trying to make things happen energetically. You have to be balanced energetically to be able to bring things to be. But the week of the 31st through the 6th has good movement forward. That 3 of Wands in the upright says a choice is coming to you. Look for that communication you've been hoping for. Again, Thursday or Friday. It won't bring you everything yet, but it is bringing you the beginning of something very, very good indeed. And I think it does have to do with the lovers. We are it was just the new moon in Gemini. We are in Gemini season. That is a season where a lot of people do find love. We are in multiple retrogrades as well. Look for old loves to return. So group number 1, thank you for joining me. I hope that this is a format that will work for everybody. If you like this reading, please hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe. There's a button over there or down below. Hit the post bell notification and you'll know every time I post. And when I jump on live to give away free readings. And speaking of that, if you would like to enter my giveaway, drop a comment in the comment section down below. I give away a 60-minute free reading once a month, every month for the remainder of 2020. I've had 2 winners already and they both seemed pretty freaking happy with it. So I hope I get a chance to read for you too. If you'd like to book me for a private reading, there's going to be an insert in a moment that will give you all the information on how to do that. Do you know that one of the things I really like to do is spirit guide reads? I do read remotely, I do read live stream, and I do read well, I can't read in person quite yet, but I will be able to again soon. Take care, be well. I will see you for the next Divine and Spirit Guide Weekly. Take care. Hello and welcome back. If you chose candle number 2, then this is your reading. You are a wealthy way group. So this is almost certainly going to be about career and business development and how to increase your money. So the reason I switched to doing this was I genuinely felt called to. And whenever a reader says that, it's like, well, what does that mean? It means that something went wrong during a weekly energy read, and then just masses of messages that I was receiving in other readings were like, hey, you should be doing this instead. And I am a divine conduit, so it does make sense. All right, so I have 4 different types of oracle cards, and then we're going to do this is a form of reading spirit guides, so it works a little bit differently than energy reads, but you'll see in just a moment. I have dark thoughts. Oh, victim mentality. Okay. We have present power. You have the power to change everything. Dark thoughts, that is that, hey, we're a bunch of empaths and we absorb other people's feelings, essentially. There's a lot of dark energy around at the moment. Victim mentality is difficult. Bad things are not happening to you because you're being punished. We have to overcome things sometimes. And sometimes it's nothing that the universe is sending to us. It's just kind of, it's like getting a flat tire. You're just supposed to change the tire and move on and know that you shouldn't define everything by the things that go wrong. That's what the victim mentality is about. If you want to achieve, if you want to bring in more, concentrate on what is going well, and something is going well. If you can walk across a floor, then you have the gift of being able to move. And whether or not you realize it, not everybody does. And that's what is about celebrating what you do have. Even if you, hopefully you don't have to take it down to the minutia like that to find something to be grateful for, but there's something to be grateful for, and look for it. It will simply raise your vibe and make things happen for you easier, more easily. Reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly. Good. Banish the dark thoughts. This is the Sacred Traveler Oracle. I've been really, really enjoying it. Answering the call. The time is now. Present power indeed. Great adventure. Take a risk. Venture forward. I have Moonlight. This is a card of intuition and education. Hey, awesome. So I like that card a lot. If anybody has been interested in trying to pursue another degree, trying to pursue more training, trying to pursue, oh wow, I just got such a ringing in my ear. So somebody who's been considering training for something, you're getting a really strong go ahead on that. Humor, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. That will combat dark thoughts and a victim mentality better than almost anything that you can do. All right, let's see what we're going to get going here. This is the Dreaming Way Tarot for the Wealthy Way group. What do we need to know to try and help increase the money between the May 31st and June 6th group? I have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. All right. Okay. This is often about giving more than you're receiving. It is uncomfortable for empaths to receive. You have to. It's the thing that keeps you energetically balanced. It will keep you away from depressive thoughts as well. It's why empaths are natural givers. We care a lot about other people and sometimes have a really hard time taking anything for ourselves. We're natural caretakers. You have to have reciprocity and a good energy exchange to have a healthy balance. Okay, I'm going to shuffle 3 more times, put it down and cut, and we're going to get going. What's going on for the Wealthy Way group between May 31st and June 6th? This is 2, and this is 3. So that was the only jumper that we got, was a reminder that if you want to combat the victim mentality and dark thoughts, 10 of Pentacles in the upright, 8 of Wands in reverse. We have the 5 of Cups in the upright. Victim mentality, and this is the crying over spilt milk card. Make sure you're accurately assessing your situation. Just because you don't have everything you want does not mean that it's a dire situation. I'm genuinely not trying to scold you. I have a really hard time with this myself. Realistically, I have such a beautiful life. Realistically, I am so fortunate. I don't have a lot of personal fulfillment in personal relationships at this point. I can kind of focus on that instead of saying, I'm really, really lucky. I'm really, really lucky. And I don't have everything I want yet, but hopefully I will someday. We have the Page of Cups in reverse. That is fighting off that depression. 7 of Wands in reverse. 2 of Swords in the upright. 8 of Cups in the upright. Ace of Wands. Oh, good looking week. 9 of Cups. 2 of Pentacles. Queen of Cups, Knight of Swords, Judgment. Judgment is it's divine intervention. Oh, what is happening next week? The start of something new and exciting. The opportunity to begin something new is coming to you. It will bring you more money. You need to be receptive to it, and you need to have the right attitude in approaching it. You may have to learn something new in order to be able to do it. but it's going to be very worthwhile. Hey, this isn't going to hold true for everybody because it's a general reading. You get really frustrated when you can't understand something. Your spirit guides are trying to let you know that's what keeps you from learning it. That frustration blocks things out. If you're really frustrated in the middle of a task, turn around, walk away for at least 20 minutes. Go do something else. Have a snack. Have a nice big glass of water. That'll help bring you back into balance. Eight of Swords in reverse. That was actually about freeing yourself from mental anxieties and the ways in which we torture ourselves. That frustration, that's gonna, oh, that's Monday? That's Monday. That's Monday. Okay, so on Monday of that week, you are going to be experiencing frustration with something that you can't seem to conquer. You're blocking out the ability to learn it because you're convincing yourself it can't happen. That is that victim mentality. I'm only laughing because my people, sometimes I really will get caught up in the like, why isn't everything super simple for me? It would be nice if it was. It would be nice if it was. Most of life doesn't work that way. The Eight of Cups in the upright is learning something new. You are going to get there. You are making things happen with that Ace of Wands in the upright. Where's that monetary increase coming from? It is, okay, basically if life was a hill, at the by the 6th, here's the top of the hill and here's the rock. That's the 6th. You're going to reach the summit by the 6th and you're going to get going in the right direction. You're going to be pretty fatigued though. It's going to be a week to press through. Things are really going to start happening with your intuition in particular, kicking into overdrive. I have the Knight of Swords. That is something happening very swiftly with Judgment beside it. That is the card of enlightenment, epiphanies, divine timing, and divine intervention. Wealthy way, things are changing. We have the Death card and the Strength card side by side. That is transformation. It's closure, but then that's also the strength that comes with that closure, with that certainty, with that understanding. And comes out with the Nine of Cups in the upright, Two of Pentacles in reverse. Prioritize your tasks properly. What I just told you about walking away, that's about 3 days. This can't hold true for everybody. That's going to be about 3 days of the week between the 31st and the 6th. I think it is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday that you're really trying to understand something that is elusive to you. Know that you don't have to conquer everything, not just merely in a day, but kind of it all. There are more resources available to you than you understand. Here's an example from my own life. To learn how to stream live, I studied OBS for days. I made 7 pages of notes. It was so frustrating, I was practically in tears. And it was all following a search that was like, how do you stream live on YouTube? Oh, that I had run just one more search, because it turns out on Zoom, you click 2 buttons and you can basically launch live on YouTube. So that I spent hours studying that OBS, and it was completely unnecessary. If you're tying yourself up in knots, Wealthy Way group, your progress it's a building week with building energy. You're the thing that might get in your own way simply because you're over exaggerating a failure. We all do it. I'm really good at it. Where if something doesn't, I might be used to getting my own way kind of a lot. I do a lot of magic. I'm used to things happening for me. When things don't go the way that I want to, I just, the level of surprised I am is really disproportionate to the circumstances. That's the energy that you're being asked to inhabit on whatever that new thing is you're trying to learn that is going to bring you a greater increase. I want to get, what kind of oracle cards am I looking at here? I'm going to go ahead and get some more energy cards. I'm going to close it out with a Making Magic as well. In terms of business development, and all of the candles have various focuses. One of them is always going to be personal. One of them is always going to be financial. So this was the financial group. Know that it's still a building week. It's still a building week. I need some more information. Can I get some more information, please? Can I get some more information? Here we go. All right. Can I get some more information? 2 more times. Okay, 1 more time for the Wealthy Way group. What do they need to know? Okay, 1 more time. I really like this Oracle deck. It's one of the ones I recommend to people who are just starting out. Financial constraints, yet again. The first group got this as well. With patience. Oh, Lord. 3rd chakra, Archangel Shmuel with the door to value. Well, that couldn't be more on the nose. Victim mentality as well. This is the card that is basically the 5 of Pentacles. But allow your efforts to come to fruition. So the week does not start out with it looking like you're going gangbusters, but it ends the week with something that is going to be potentially lucrative. Something new will be happening, and you will have gained that new skill, but maybe not in the form that you thought you would. Again, leave your mind open to another solution. Just like I was talking about with, hey, when I ran the search a second time, it turned out there was a vastly easier answer to what I was trying to do. But I drove myself insane. I mean, more insane than usual. And it was without need. It was without need. If I'd been patient enough to run 3 searches to find out what was the best way to do that, I could have saved myself a migraine, frustration, and honestly, like really, and almost ending up on the verge of tears. It was so complicated. Successful career, a happy working environment, pay rises and promotions. This should say pay raises, but it doesn't. It says pay rises. So hopefully that does mean more money coming in. Achievement, win the award, accolade, or contract. And then I have the festival. Create an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. That is about making something new happen. It does not necessarily have to be a party. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this style of reading helps you. It is about coping with the personal energies and the setbacks, particular to people who are very empathetic. And if you don't feel that you're an empath, quite honestly, I'm probably not the reader for you. I really do deal with people who are kind of susceptible to other people's emotions. It doesn't mean that I have nothing to say of value for you. It's just that that's what this particular read is about. There are plenty of weekly energy reads out there. I'm sure you can find one, but thank you for joining me. If you like this reading, please hit the thumbs up button. Please don't forget to subscribe. There's a button over there or down below. And if you hit the post bell notification, you'll be informed every time I post or I jump on live to give away free readings. If you'd like to enter my 60-minute free reading giveaway that I do once a month, I've had 2 winners already. They were happy and I would love a chance to read for you. Go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section down below. Please don't forget to subscribe. The winners are announced at my monthly read, and if you would like to book me for a private reading, there's going to be an insert in a moment with all the information on how to do that. My website has all my prices. I'd love a chance to read for you. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next time. Welcome back. If you chose pile number 3, then this is your candle, this is your reading, and this is Psychic Intuition. This is the Vice Versa Tarot deck, and I haven't been using it a great deal. Psychic Intuition, let's see what we need to be honing in on to see for the week of May 31st through June 6th. Oh my gosh, the year is almost half over already. So we have the Quantum Oracle. We have the Sacred Traveler. We have the Enchanted Map, and we have the Sacred Destiny. Fear. I realize I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of fear. Release your fears, release your fears. Work on your root chakra. That's the way to do that. I have true love. I have the vast universe, and I have a creative endeavor. Fascinating. True love can be about self-love. The vast universe is, of course, the world card, essentially, is about having everything available to you. A creative endeavor. Use your energies wisely and well to create something that will bring more abundance to you. Unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. All right. We have First Light, beginning a new cycle. Traveling lightly, simplify your life. Sometimes this is about leaving behind relationships and places that are no longer serving you. Let's find out though. Rock bottom, ooh, egads, and coming to life. Rock bottom, well that's a little bit frightening, but okay. Hey, sometimes people need to hit rock bottom in order to continue to find their path. This is the vice versa tarot. It's a little bit funky to look at, and it can be a little bit funky to read, but I have figured out how to do it. I like it. It's interesting, and it certainly makes it. At first I was struggling because I thought the backwards image needed to have a completely different meaning about how it was informing the past and how did that work when something was in a future position, and I just made it more complicated than I need to. All right, let's go for Psychic Intuition Group. What do we need to know for them? Psychic Intuition Group, what do we need to know? Six of Pentacles in the upright. That is a kind and generous exchange. It is good relationships as well. That's true love. Okay, what else do we have going here? What else do we have going here? Coming to life and rock bottom. I like that rock bottom energy because from rock bottom, you go up. All right, 2 more times. Here we go. Come on, I saw that. Apparently wasn't ever going to, I keep seeing it. It's the 8 of Wands. Well, if it wants to be in the reading, it will come into the reading. 2 more times. Here we go. That's the only problem with this deck. I really enjoy it, but oh my goodness. I have the 7 of Cups in the upright. Page of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Judgment in reverse. I have the 10 of Swords in reverse. I have the, what are you? Magician. This is the Magician looking really, really funky. That's the other thing is, so this is the Magician in the upright, and then there are 2 figures in the reverse. And let's see. I have the High Priestess in reverse. I have the Fool in the upright. New beginnings. I have the Knight of Cups in reverse. I have the 2 of Cups in reverse. But I have it with the 10 of Cups in the upright. Rock bottom, leading to happiness. With the 9 of Swords in reverse, release of anxieties. 4 of Cups in reverse. Things happening at long last with the 4. And then here, what card is this? Maybe it's the Hermit. It might be the Hermit. This is the Magician in the upright over here. As I said, this deck is a little bit fun and a little bit funky, but it's also a little bit challenging because they don't actually label any of their major arcana or frankly any of their cards. It's fun and it's an interesting deck, and I thought it would be really fun for the Psychic Intuition Group. What's going to happen for 31st? The 31st, okay. There's a lot of planning at the beginning of next week about a project that you're trying to bring into fruition. That is your creative endeavor card. Simplify that project. It will go much more quickly for you. You're trying to do too much at once. Simplify your plans. You're holding yourself back. You're holding yourself back with a lack of belief. You're clinging to something from the past as well that you need to release with this 10 of Swords. It is potentially a view of a relationship versus the relationship itself. You are entrenched in a mindset that will be leaving you as you move into, Tuesday is going to be a strange day for you. This can't hold true for everybody. This is a general reading. But there is this rock bottom energy. You're heading into it into the Tuesday and Wednesday of that week. Allow it. Allow that change. Allow that change. You're not losing anything. It feels that way, but you're not. You may need to be by yourself a little bit longer than you want to be, but it's for your personal growth. Your intuition should actually be solidifying and grounding you as you begin a new karmic cycle. That rock bottom energy is also reflected with Judgment in reverse. Hey, for what kind of a long time I have been talking to people who have somebody who is in addiction recovery or trying to get to addiction recovery. It looks to me like it's coming. It looks to me like it's coming. Somebody is hitting the rock bottom. I do like that 10 of Cups in the upright, though. That is about happiness and fulfillment. I really do dig that. That is a beautiful, beautiful energy to be heading into. A relief of anxieties, action being taken, and then things happening with the Magician. So, my psychic intuition group. Some of you have been communicating with your guardians, your guides, your spirits, trying to find out the status of somebody that you truly care about. This is somebody you think is your soulmate. You're not wrong. They're your soulmate. You're wondering what's up with them. You haven't been hearing as much as you want. You're getting word. It is going to make you very happy, but it is not something that will happen instantaneously. It is the beginning of a process, not the end of it. So silence will be broken for some people somewhere around the 4th or the 5th. It's not going to make you as happy as you want. The thing that you're envisioning, it doesn't happen quite that way. It's just like the door being cracked and you're allowed a view back in. It is the start of something that will have a culmination over the next 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. Hold back on your reaction. Again, this can't hold true for everybody. It is a general reading. You're going to get a communication of some kind. It is either on the 4th or the 5th. It is something you've been waiting for kind of a long time. It's not going to be anything like you want it to be, but it is the start of exactly what you're hoping it will be. Just don't react. Don't react. React to what the question. React to the question, not what you anticipated happening. Over and over again, I've been telling people to try and release their attachment to a particular outcome, how you may get exactly what you want. It's just not taking the form that you want. That's what's happening. So it's the start of something you've been envisioning. Gosh, Psychic Intuition Group, that's what this entire message is about. You've got like almost nothing else to do except wait for that communication, that crack. It may be a piece of information about the person you've been wondering about if it's not from them in particular. You're going to receive some news. It will not seem to be what you want it to be quite yet, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Let it be what it is rather than trying to force it into what you want, and you will end up with that 10 of Cups. You will end up with the Magician. You're going to end up with your new start. True love, a creative endeavor. For some people, this is manifesting magic. Traveling lightly. Release those expectations and beginning a new cycle. You are exactly where you need to be. Group number 3. So, finally, in the first week of June, essentially it's starting to happen, but it does not take the form that you think it's going to. It does not take the form that you've been envisioning, dreaming about. Like as you tried to manifest, as you tried to speak something into being, wish something into being, dream something into being. This is not what you envisioned. It is still what you want. It is still what you want. You have to let it develop in the time it needs. It's a more complicated situation. We all want the movie moment. We all want that great big fireworks, everything to be fixed in an instant. That is not what happens here. But it is the start of getting what you want. React to what you receive, not to what you've been wishing for. And you will get that, you will be the Magician. You will be able to make the reality that you have been dreaming of. I have the Garden and the Gate. I have the 2nd chakra, Archangel Uriel. I have the Door to Romance. I freaking knew it. Walking away, don't worry about that. A man holding a heart. First chakra, Archangel Michael, that is releasing fear, and a woman holding a coin, one more. Seventh chakra, Archangel Uriel, that is your crown chakra. So, rock bottom group, walking away. Somebody's given up something at long last. It could be a relationship that has kept you from them. It could be a substance that has kept them from you. It could be a mindset as well. But again, it's not taking the form you're hoping for. The thing that it's not, and you're going to think at first, this isn't what I wanted. It is 100% what you wanted. It's taking its own form. You are getting what you want. You are getting what you want. You are getting what you want. Hold on to that. Hold on to that. When you open that communication, don't let your heart fall. Know that it is the start of exactly what you've been hoping for. If you liked this reading, please hit the thumbs up button. Please remember to subscribe. There's a button over there or down below that will allow you to do that. If you hit the post bell notification, you will be informed every time I post or jump online to give away free readings. If you'd like to enter my free reading giveaway, I give away a 60-minute free reading every month for the remainder of 2020. Drop a comment in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe, please. And I will announce the winner at the beginning of the monthly read. I've already had 2 winners. They were both really pleased. So group number 3, Psychic Intuition. It's coming. It's coming, and you're going to get the very first, sign of that. It's just, don't be disappointed that it's not exactly what you're envisioning. It's becoming that. It's just building a little bit of momentum, okay? Thank you so much for joining me. Again, there's going to be an insert in a moment. If you'd like to book me for a private reading, I would be happy to read for you in any capacity. I read remotely. I read in live stream. I completely lost my train of thought there. I'm a little bit fascinated by what's going to happen. I think I want to get that Making Magic deck as well. And this is kind of like the bloopers at an end of a movie. What will I do before I actually click the button off? God only knows. Let's find out. I'm getting things all in different directions. I'm a little discombobulated, but in an awesome way. In a completely awesome way. I'm really excited about the developments that are being hinted at. But again, I'm just being urged over and over again. Don't be disappointed. It is still exactly what you want. It's just taking its own form. Tree of Life, true wisdom and making good choices in life. I want one more. I have achievement, win the accolade or contract, and happy love. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit the thumbs up button. Please don't forget to subscribe. There's a button over there or down below. If you would like to be informed every time that I post or jump on live to give away free readings, don't forget to hit the post bell notification. There's going to be an insert in a moment if you'd like to book me for a free reading. I do stream live, I do read remotely, and you can find all of my prices on my website. I would very much like a chance to read for you. In fact, I give away a 60-minute free reading every month. Drop a comment in the comment section down below. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I will announce the winner at the monthly read. If this did not record, I may shave my head bald out of frustration. That's the message for this week, group number 3, Psychic Intuition, my fellow empaths, waiting for love, waiting for word on something. It's coming to you in the first week of June. It may not be exactly what you were hoping for, but it is taking you exactly where you need. Thank you. I will see you next time. Hello and welcome back. If you chose pile number 4, then this is your candle. This is your reading. I am laughing because I had a massive technical failure on my group number 3, but your candle was anointed with bewitching oil. And let us hope this is recording as my candles are rapidly disappearing. All right. I have 4 kinds of oracles for you. I have the Quantum Oracle with new supportive connections and optimism. Well, I like that. I have fogged in, go slow, take time. I have faraway places, get ready for new horizons, protected by angels. One of my favorite cards, and this is bewitching oil. The type of magic I do is divine and celestial. It is angelic and universal. And so I get this a lot for the work that I do. I have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Field of dreams and making a choice come to us. Oh, oh, oh. By the way, this group, if you're wondering if this is about manifestation and doing magic, it can be. It can also be about kind of influencing people to do what you want them to. You can be bewitching without doing any kind of magic. Let's see what we've got going. Let's see what we've got going for the week of May 31st through June 6th. I'm just living in terror that like whatever gremlins have taken up residence inside of my office are like, we're not gonna let this record. Well, let's find out. Here we go. Here we go. All right, let's get going here. May 31st through June 6th. There we go. Two of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. Protected by angels. I really like that. Faraway place. New vistas opening. Go slow. Take time. Do not rush your journey or your process. The King of Pentacles in the upright. I have the Seven of Cups in the upright as the foundational card. I get this card for magic all the time. I know that it can be fantasy, illusion, and things being up in the air. For me, because I do so much magic, it's magic usually. I have the Knight of Cups in reverse in the past. That is, okay, we have Ace of Swords in reverse, 10 of Wands in the upright. We have Temperance in reverse, you're being impatient. Lovers in reverse. I have the Six of Wands in reverse. I have the Two of Wands in the upright. I have the Ace of Cups in the upright. The Tower in reverse. Nine of Pentacles in the upright. Eight of Swords. Queen of Cups. Eight of Cups. High Priestess. Three of Cups in reverse. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. This is a little bit of a mixed bag. So between the 31st and the 6th, it's going to be a little bit of a frustrating experience for the things that you're trying to make happen. This is so related to the read I just did. Some people have been trying to energetically manage a relationship to find an outcome that they cherish. You're still getting that outcome. You're still getting that outcome for a lot of people. There is something having to do with a third-party situation as well, in which it is ending. Please do not be upset. Please do not be upset. You've actually outgrown the person that you have been waiting for. You haven't been in contact for a while, and this person is returning to you, and you're different. You've grown, you've become independent, you see yourself differently than you used to. This cannot hold true for everybody. It's not even going to hold true for every third-party situation or all no-contact situations. In fact, the people I'm talking to are going to know who they are. There are other people in a third-party situation. That does not pertain to you. This is a different message. This is a group that has learned how to become stronger through adversity. What is your week looking like? At the beginning of the week, 31st and the 1st, is going to be a difficult time as you have struggled through several situations in the week leading up to that. You're going to be very fatigued on Sunday. Do make sure to rest. You have been doing a little bit too much energetically. You've been trying to make too much happen. Your guides really want you to know that you need to have patience with developing things. You need to talk to the friends that you have been making. You have found a community. You've found a community, and there are people in it with tremendously good advice. Making a choice. This is my third-party situation where you've outgrown the person. Field of Dreams is about getting everything you want, but the thing is, you started to realize you could get everything you wanted before this person finally cracked and started saying, okay, I'll do whatever you want. And you just don't want it anymore. And you genuinely know who you are. And it doesn't apply to the person who's like in tears at this moment because no, they still want their person. This is not for you. This is not for you. This is a slightly different situation. I have multiple scenarios, including somebody who's been trying to manifest a job. I've got somebody who's been trying to manifest a job with magic. I'm really sorry, but you need to start over. You did something, you didn't do it correctly. You didn't do it correctly. And that is not, it's okay. It can still work for you. Nothing terrible is going to happen, but you're going to get a lead balloon on what you were trying to make happen. And it is because you're not doing enough research about what something is meant to do and what can come along with it. You see the goal and you've got very tunnel vision about it, and you're causing other things to happen. This is failing for you. This particular spell is failing for you. It does have to do about acquiring money. It failed for you because that was a universal kindness. You accidentally included something that you didn't mean to. You didn't specify what the source should be. Whenever you do money magic, you have to you don't have to, but here's a pro tip. Specify the source as being joyful. Money flows ceaselessly to me from joyful sources. Otherwise, you can end up collecting somebody's life insurance policy. So you're going to get a great big wet, raspberry on a spell that you did, thinking that genuinely this has been a ridiculous struggle. So my camera shut down yet again, but I think I got most of that. So anyway, you did something with the magic that you were trying to do that is blocking out. Oh God, now I've got a terrible ringing from spirit guides in my rear. I don't know if I'm not supposed to be telling you this or what's going on. You're not being specific enough in your magic. You're not doing it quite correctly. You're enthusiastic and you are very interested in the results, but you're not doing the preparation correctly. It is, so you're not, it's not going to manifest when you wanted it to. And the reason is not that you're being denied entirely. The energetic universe did you a giant favor and cut that thing off at its knees. You were accidentally going to do something you were greatly going to regret. If you're not sure what you're doing, be careful with magic. Be careful with magic. It's not a solution to everything. And frankly, it really is, if there's something you really want to achieve, you might not be the best person to be doing it. Maybe contact a professional who has less of an emotional investment. Some professionals are quite expensive, but it is better to get the results that you want than to struggle and to struggle and to struggle and to accidentally have unexpected consequences, which is what's all over here. Discipline. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Please don't be angry with me, but genuinely something got changed because what you were attempting to do was not for your highest good, and it does have to do with money. It's about money. Magic is not a substitute for everything in life. Some things we're supposed to work towards because it's part of our life's purpose. Yeah, it would be great to have an easier life, to have things happen with greater rapidity and less strain. But there was a reason. Protected by angels, that's where that comes in. This obviously does not apply to everybody. The bewitching group, that's why magic's all over this. So this is also not going to apply to everybody, but somebody decided to do some breakup work. Bewitching group, I have so many energies here about, I have some energies about your efforts being essentially stopped. This was by your spirit guides. You shouldn't be trying to break up that relationship. If you drive a wedge between somebody energetically and magically in order to get the person that you want, know that it comes with strange consequences for you, and you cannot buy your happiness at the cost of somebody else's. And that's part of the reason I don't do breakup work, and I don't do cursing work, and I don't do a lot of work that is considered baneful magic. And it's not because I'm a complete goody-goody, I'm genuinely not. It's because if you have to do something that injures another, know that that comes back to you. And so you did have something flop, and you're going to know it. You're going to know it. This is not going to be true for everybody. Somebody's getting word that someone's gotten engaged. And don't be upset by that. Don't be upset by that. You did do breakup work to try and bring an end to that relationship. It did not work, and it was a divine intervention to make sure that it did not. It wasn't for your highest good. It wasn't for the person's highest good. And that's not to say that you will never see this person again, but that the way you were trying to achieve something was not going to benefit you or the people involved either. So let's keep talking, because I have a bunch of magic stuff on the ground here that is, in some instances, going well, and in others, not. So I've got money magic that's going to fail because you didn't specify the source. I've got love magic that was based in breaking up a relationship that was not ready to be broken up. You can't make somebody fall in love with you. There has to be a feeling there. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. There's somebody else for you. That's part of what this reading is saying. You didn't want the person that you think you did. You really didn't. There's more to that person, and it's not all so awesome, okay? So you did get an energetic assist from a guardian angel there. Consider the type of magic you're doing and whether or not you would want somebody doing it to you. And that's one of the standards that I hold myself to when I'm doing magic. If it is something that I'm like, I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with that. Then I do it. And if it isn't, then sometimes I have to do it anyway because people need help. I have to remove curses and things sometimes. But I also wouldn't be cursing somebody, so I can't put it to that standard. Speaking of that, I'm only laughing because, like I said, my camera shut down multiple times, and I'm starting to see why. You can't take revenge on somebody magically and expect it to benefit you. So I've got that here as well. I've got this here as well. Somebody did a return to sender spell, and guess what? The person that you sent it at had never done anything to you. So, like, sincerely, get a reading first. Get a reading first. I'm sure I'm not making myself super popular with this because there is magic that did work. There is magic that did work here. It's healing magic. I have other prosperity spells that are manifesting later this summer, but I have somebody who, it looks to me, tried to make themselves win the lottery with magic. That was not how money was going to come to you, and it was going to come from, it looks to me like an accident settlement, and you didn't want it. You didn't want it. What you were envisioning, you were accidentally creating strife for yourself rather than bounty. And so, making a choice in Field of Dreams. Before you do magic to accomplish something, really ask yourself if it is something that you feel is really for your, I don't like the phrase highest good because it's genuinely not for somebody else to determine what's for your highest good. But if it's the person, if you can envision yourself in the other person's shoes, because some of this magic is about magic being done to another person. Here's the thing. If you went out to a bar and you saw somebody you liked, you wouldn't slip something into their drink to make them like you more. You'd know that was wrong. It's not any different when you do magic. It's taking away somebody's free will if you're trying to force them to have feelings for you. I know you're not thinking of that way, but that's part of what went on here. So what I have is new and supportive connections. There are some people here who are trying to accomplish something magically. Reach out to a professional. Reach out to a professional. The magic that you're trying to do, you'll get better results from somebody who is detached from the situation. Optimism has to do with believing in your abilities to impact the physical world through your actions. It's not that magic is a last resort. It's genuinely not. There are many things that can benefit tremendously from magic. It's that it's not the first choice in any situation. Because what magic really does is it harnesses the energies that are around us, but it also relies on the things that we do in this physical world to truly manifest. It's why you can't just set up an altar and do nonstop prosperity spells and expect to prosper. You can have things come to you. It can have funky results. I'm sorry, people are just going to not like this part of the reading one tiny bit. And I do apologize for that. The magic that you have been denied by your guardian angels, that was for your own good, because your motives in doing it were to try and avoid doing something. Your methods in another instance were accidentally going to cause something that you did not want. And then in still another instance, genuinely, don't try and break up somebody else. And there is a very good reason. It will come back to your relationship. It will come back to your relationship and cause difficulties within it. You can do it. You can magically force somebody to leave somebody else. When that magic dissipates, and most magic will, most of my spells last almost 7 years, but I do really long rituals. Most of the magic people do in the capacity where they're lighting a candle and putting a petition underneath it, that's not long-term magic. When the magic dissipates, they can leave you and go back to that person. When the magic dissipates, then you can have your own rebound where it comes and it blows your own relationship apart after you've just gotten the person that you wanted. Some situations are not meant for magical management. You can enhance a love if you're in a long distance relationship and you're concerned that your person is forgetting about you. You can absolutely do love to be like, hey, think about me 24/7 and don't be looking at that blonde. Really, you can do that, and that's within bounds. It helps somebody remember you, but it's not creating a feeling. If you're trying to get money, know that you need to put effort in as well. If you just say, let the universe rain money down upon me, be careful. Who knows what that source is? And once again, if you are trying to secure a relationship by injuring somebody else, know that that comes with consequences that you will not like in the long run. So I should have known when I anointed that candle that I might be giving a magical lecture, and I do apologize. Magic is available to everybody, but magic is not for everything. There are some things you shouldn't, and you can't get mad at somebody and decide that cursing them is the right way to handle it either. That's inviting, when you draw those cursing energies toward you to send towards somebody else, you're still drawing them towards you. And if you don't know what you're doing, they're still hanging out with you as well as getting the other person. We have wishes come true, rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes, and we have water. Work with the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement. So the rapid achievement of your goals and wishes, this is a reminder, be careful what you're wishing for, and remember to think about the ramifications. I do love magic, and I do a lot of magic, but I have a lot of rules around the magic that I do and who I will do it for. And I have a lot of protective magic on me as well, so that if somebody tries to injure me, then it's not that it'll rebound onto them. It won't. I actually don't have that type of magic on me. It won't get to me, but it won't rebound onto that other person. But do know that you've invited something into your life that if it can't get to me, it will figure out a way to exact its price anyway. Magic is beautiful. Magic is wonderful. Magic is all around us. It is in life. It is in love. It is in flowers and birds and trees. And it is a beautiful, beautiful, magical universe that we live in. Use magic for good. Use it for healing. Use it to enhance your own efforts. And use it to enhance love that is meant for you. But do not try to magically, the card that just flipped is the Seven of Swords. Do not try to magically manipulate yourself into the life that you want, because it will never be exactly what you want, and it will not last. And yes, you can do it. You can do it. But there is a cost to it. Magic always has a price. So that entire message was almost entirely for somebody who's had a spell gone wrong. And you're going to know it by the 6th of June, because I think you had a delivery date of around June 1st. And instead of thinking that magic is bunk, know that you were denied by the energetic universe, by forces that are trying to protect you. There are still some people who are going to want to achieve something magically, and it's for good reasons. For instance, one of the situations I just got there, somebody is with somebody in an addictive personality thing. It's codependency, and there's substance abuse. Is it okay to break up that relationship magically? Honestly, no. Honestly, no. But you can send healing magic towards the other person that you're interested in to heal their addiction. And they will likely leave the person that they're in that codependent addictive behavior with. And there's always a responsible way to approach what it is you're trying to do. If you're trying to get somebody to give up something so that they can be with you, know that is only for you, really. And if you're trying to get somebody to give up a drug, a drink, or something for their own good so that they can be healthy because you love them, that's magic that will work. The energetic universe and the magical universe has a lot of rules that are very important to pay attention to. And some people don't believe in what is called magical moralizing, which is a little bit what I'm doing, but kind of not. Kind of not. It's not about right or wrong. It's about everything contains its opposite, and what you do comes back to you amplified. So keep that in mind, Bewitching group. You can try again with greater specificity, money group, but know that your efforts need to go into it. You can try again with a healing focus for the people trying to get somebody to give up what I believe is drugs with magic. And for the people trying to achieve a breakup, you don't want that person like that. You don't want that person like that. You don't. Like, genuinely, you don't. So please, I don't know that I'll be able to talk you out of that. It looks like maybe you will try again. At least make sure to put something in the spell where the person you're trying to separate from their person, their current person, because you want that person. Here's my piece of advice, even though I don't believe in doing magical breakup work. Make sure that part of your end goal is for that person to find a true love of their own. That's how you would do that, and make sure that you're in bounds. Don't seek to injure another and expect to get happiness out of it. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm going to say go ahead and please hit the thumbs up button if you like this reading, but I have a feeling a bunch of people are going to be thumbs downing me. And I apologize, but trust me, when magic goes wrong, it can really do funky things. It is better to have magical intervention like that than to have the repercussions that you weren't expecting. And I know there's a ton of magic available on YouTube. That doesn't mean it's the best idea to do if you're not sure what you're doing, okay? Don't forget to subscribe. There's a button over there and down below. If you would like to enter my giveaway, please drop a comment in the comment section down below. It is open to subscribers, so please don't forget to subscribe. I will announce the winner at the monthly read. I've already had 2 winners. They were very pleased with it. If you are intent on doing magic, do your research and examine your intent, okay? Thank you so much for joining me. There's going to be an insert in a moment if you'd like to book me for a private reading, and I do magical instruction. It contains all the information on how to do that. Thank you, and I will see you next time. I'm fascinated to know what strange, funky, technical thing has gone wrong now, but hopefully nothing. Take care.